Well, we are learning today justices with the Texas Supreme Court have rejected a high-profile challenge to the state's abortion laws. This morning's ruling in the case of Zawalski versus Texas. 20 women and 2 doctors argued that state law prevented adequate medical care for pregnancy complications. They argued that the state law is unclear, and when a doctor can perform a medically necessary abortion is not clear either. You may remember last summer a Travis County judge issued a temporary injunction to allow women with pregnancy complications to get abortions if their doctor determined it was necessary. The state appealed the case, saying state law clearly makes exceptions for life-threatening complications. In today's ruling, the justices rejected the women's arguments and ruled the state law is clear on exceptions.
And once again, it seems as though all eyes are back on Texas following this story. Ryan Chandler, I know that you've been covering this, and when we stop to think about what these women are going through, it gets really emotional. These women have complicated pregnancies. They're trying to start families. I mean, this is a tough thing to handle. Walk us through how we got to this point and this last stop here.
Well, you're right. It's an incredibly sensitive issue with some very emotional stories for these women. I'll just take you through Amanda Zawalski's story. She was 18 weeks pregnant with a child on the way that she very much wanted. Her and her husband were very excited for this child, and they never imagined that they would ever seek an abortion. Until 18 weeks in, she experienced some ruptured membranes that were deadly for the fetus. They knew that the child would not survive, but the doctor told her at that moment, I cannot perform an abortion because I don't know what qualifies under the law when you cross that threshold to where your life is in danger. So she went home and went into sepsis and spent days in the ICU after that. And the way she describes it, that she was really on death's door before they could intervene. So she brought this case to say, my doctor should have been able to act beforehand. We should not require women to be on the brink of death to qualify under the law for the medical exception to the abortion ban. And what we saw today is the court essentially telling her that the doctor's judgment was incorrect and that the law is perfectly clear and allows doctors to act without requiring a woman to be so sick before acting. So it essentially goes back to what was already written in law, and the court said that that is enough. The medical exception is clear enough.
So she is not the only one who has challenged Texas law. There have been other Texas women who've done the same, none successful.
We saw a similar case late last year with a Dallas woman named Kate Cox, who also had a very wanted pregnancy, but her fetus was diagnosed with a deadly fetal anomaly called trisomy 18, and she knew that her child would not survive. She also knew that it may put her risk of future fertility at risk, to where if they wanted to try again for another child with a better outlook, they may not be able to do that. So she asked the court while actively pregnant for an abortion, and it turned out that while that case got bounced around in the courts, she ended up having to leave Texas for an abortion. And the Supreme Court ended up saying in that situation that if your fetus is diagnosed with some sort of anomaly, that is not that doesn't qualify under the abortion ban. Your life has to be at risk, or you have to be at risk of serious bodily harm. And even if your fetus is not going to survive, that doesn't count under the law.
As we look ahead, give us a little insight to Zawalski's case. Do you think this is the end-all be-all, or you think there's going to be a next step in all this?
Well, what the Supreme Court did today is they vacated the lower court's ruling. There was a Travis County court that essentially told the state that they can't enforce this ban on doctors. The Supreme Court said that ruling from the trial court is invalid, and this issue can be taken up again by the trial court. But I'm about to hop on a call with Zawalski's lawyers at 12:30 that they're holding for the press, where we're going to ask them what the next steps are. Is this the end of Zawalski's legal journey, or are there other avenues for her to try and get the relief that she asked for? But those are very much open questions. And
will you be returning in our 5 o'clock or 6 p.m. newscast with that update? Or
we will, yes. Okay. We'll have the full story tonight at 5 or 6 or both.
Okay, great. Ryan, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.